I like personally nature a lot. It inspires me and it gives me, most important, the time to find myself, to relax and to see a different side from the exhausting working process. Just to have a different view on the things and just to refresh my mind and be open again for science. My father was an engineer and he taught me first basics of scientific practice and made me curious about how bridges are built, how cars are working, and he taught me how to question things, and I asked questions and never stopped. My first telescope I got when I was young, when I was a kid of, I would say, about 10. I could discover first the moon, see all the craters, and afterwards I figured out that the moon is not emitting light on its own, it's simply reflecting the light of the sun. At the end, light was really fascinating me. This was the kind of driving force. You could give it a headline, it's all about light. After finishing my high school, I knew I wanted to proceed to learn more about the nature, all my surroundings. And it was an obvious choice to go to university and study physics. So I chose a new university in Magdeburg. And during this time, I got to know a lot of graduate students. I talked to them and asked them what they are doing. They took me in the lab and showed me what they are really working on. It was really a focused field and completely different from what we had in the lab courses. And it was so fascinating that I decided I want to go this route. After finishing my first degree, I wanted to see something new. I wanted to explore the world. And there was a great opportunity to take a position in North Carolina, in Raleigh, and I was so fascinated by this idea that I didn't have to think a lot and simply moved to North Carolina. I was very interested in semiconductors because they were all around us. So thinking about light emitters, LEDs, which affect our daily life. If you look now for traffic lights, for computer memories, all is made out of semiconductors. The world population is growing and growing and growing, and we are facing more and more problems. And a huge problem is water, providing water for everybody, especially in the third world. And this is a topic where UV LEDs we are working on, UV lasers, could really help. In the UV, if you excite water with UV light, you could actually disinfect it, which means you could get clear water by purely illuminating UV light on it. I came to North Carolina to work in a semiconductor group. In my case, I was focusing on aluminum gallium nitride, which gives us light emitters in the blue and ultraviolet spectral range. You're taking simply the elements, put them together under high heat and certain pressures, and then you could create your own semiconductor. After that, we usually take the samples and investigate their optical properties, their structural properties, and electrical properties. And all this information could go back and lead to an improvement of these devices. When we do the optical characterization of our semiconductors, we're using a technique called transmission electron microscopy to really resolve single atoms on a nanometer scale. And if you think for a nanometer scale, it's unbelievably small. I mean, imagine an astronaut dropping a penny on the moon. A nanometer, an atom, would be of the same size as a penny on the moon. So we are talking about incredible small length scales. The beauty of being in an academic position to working in a university environment is simply, but most powerful, you could pursue with your questions. You could pursue with your intentions with your ideas. This is an opportunity you will not have often in life. So research, and fundamental research especially, gives you this kind of freedom to develop yourself and to get answers of all your curious questions you might have. When doing research, you might be overwhelmed. If you think for the DNA investigation by Woodson and Crick, for instance, who got the Nobel Prize, they did really basic research in studying the structure and the properties. But nowadays, look what we could do with genetics. We modify corn, for instance, we modify plants. I think these are applications which they never had in mind. So by participating in small pieces to science, sooner or later a global picture will be drawn and will influence the world.